where do I even start with this weekend? Like, I don't know what just happened, and if I'm honest with you, it is now, what, Tuesday? And it still hasn't really hit me that this weekend was this weekend. Crazy. So, first of all, I feel like I have so much I need to say to you guys, and I feel like I have so much to talk about in this section of the video, so it is going to be a long one, I suppose. So how am I feeling post weekend? I literally have felt all sorts of emotions, which I'm going to explain a little bit more now, I suppose. But it was the most incredible weekend, and I literally can't believe that I won the overall. Like, I genuinely, hand on heart, never expected to do that well at the competition. I think that I was just in a bit of denial that I would ever do that well in the show. Like, I was just not going to win. I wasn't doing the show to win. So to win my class, I was like, that's awesome, you know. And when I went in for that overall, like, I had already like decided in my head that I wasn't going to win it. Like, I just thought, oh, like, the experience of even being in the overall is amazing. So when I actually won the overall, like, that blew my mind. And yeah, just the craziest weekend, and honestly the best feeling in the world. Like, that, what just happened this weekend was my absolute dream come true. Like, to the point where I tried not to even think about that happening too much, because I thought I would just be disappointed, you know. Every time I thought to myself, oh my god, imagine winning the overall, I thought, no G, don't think like that, because you'll just be disappointed when you don't. So yeah, like, the fucking craziest weekend, and I have not taken the smile off my face in the last 3-4 days. So yeah, it's all like coming out the woodworks now, and all these people are like coming forward and being like, I called it, I knew he was going to get the overall. So basically, like, a lot has changed since the show, because I just wasn't expecting to do that. And although I wanted to go to the British final, that was always the goal. Like, the goal was always to place and get an invite to the British final. And I said, like, look, I'm going to do the PCA first timers, I'm going to do the FitX show 3 weeks later. If I don't, for whatever reason, place in the first timers, if I hadn't played this weekend, then I would just go back and do another qualifier, right? Like, later on in the year, like another PCA qualifier. However, after this weekend's result of winning the overall, and chatting to a few people, and more specifically Dan, we have made the decision to not do any more qualifiers this year. So I will not be stepping on stage now until October, when that British final PCA runs. So yeah, like, I'm basically post show now, and I think it's about 17.5 weeks now until the British final. So that was a decision made literally yesterday. So I came off stage kind of expecting to be like, right, we're going back into a prep, you know, I've got 3 weeks to bring it back for FitX in Liverpool. And then Dan kind of said to me, like, I just don't think you should do the FitX, just because I want you to focus on the British final. And initially I was like a bit gutted, because I was like, oh, I was really looking forward to the FitX show. Like, I was really looking forward to it. And then I was I've been toying like what to do, and to be honest with you, that decision, like, I hate not knowing what I'm doing, basically. So that decision was like playing on my mind for 24 hours. So since we chatted like the Sunday evening, I think it was, Sunday evening? What day was the show? Saturday? Sunday morning, I think, until yesterday. That was playing on my mind a little bit. And I'm not gonna lie, that actually brought my mood down, because I just didn't know what to do, and I was toying back and forth what do I do? Do I not do the Fit X? Do I do the Fit X? Because for me, like, I absolutely loved being on stage. Like, don't get me wrong, I was so fucking nervous beforehand, but once I got on there, I actually really enjoyed it. So I just wanted to do it all again, you know. I just wanted to get back up on stage. So I was thinking, I just want to do another show. I want to stay in prep. I want to, you know, get more stage experience. But after chatting to Dan like a little bit more yesterday, it does make total sense to pull out of the qualifiers that I was going to be doing this end of the year and just focus on the British final, because realistically, like, before this weekend, as much as I wanted to go to the British finals, I only ever looked at that as an opportunity to go to the British finals. Like, even just to get looked at the British finals for me would, like, even just to be at the British finals for me would be like the goal and the dream come true. But after feedback and after talking to people, like, people actually think I have a bit of a chance at the British, which does blow my mind, if I'm honest with you. I feel like I just don't have enough self-belief sometimes. Like, even when I got that overall, I still thought to myself, like, there's just no way that I just won't do well at the British, because the British final is basically like first, second and third from every PCA show across the year. They all get an invite to the British final, right? So I'm gonna be a first timer up against girls who've been doing it again and again and again, years and years and years, more muscle maturity, more stage experience, so like the best of the best basically. So yeah, like, that was why I was going to do the qualifiers, because it was just more like some more qualifiers, because it was just a bit of fun. So yeah, like, that's the decision that we've come to. Was actually also toying with the idea of doing the Two Bros show in a couple of weeks as well, just because, again, like, I never thought I'd be good enough for Two Bros. Like, for me, Two Bros is like a federation that's quite high in terms of the standard, but obviously after this weekend, like, it would potentially be possible to go there and do okay, I guess. Again, like, maybe first, second, like, not first, but maybe like second or third, depending on who shows up, of course. So that was another, like, decision that we were thinking about, but it turns out that the final for Two Bros is like August. So if I was to do all the two qualifiers and then the two finals for both federations, I'd end up being dieted for, like, basically a whole year, which is obviously not ideal, and I wouldn't be able to do it anyway. So we've made the decision. It was a tough decision to begin with, but now it just feels like completely the right decision. And although I love stage and I really do just want to do it again, like, because it was like the best weekend ever and it was so much fun and I loved prepping, long term, like, this is going to be the right decision, because it gives us time to come out of such a harsh dieting phase. Admittedly, like, we're not going to be able to do too much in terms of building any muscle, just because, you know, I'm going to be back into, like, the back end of prep pretty soon, but it just gives us a nice opportunity to get food up again, to get the body healthy again, because being this lean is not healthy for the body. Like, it's not good for the body. So yeah, and obviously prep is hard. Prep is really hard. The last couple of weeks of prep are really fucking hard. So actually, do I want to do that again just for a qualifier, just for a fun qualifier, when after this weekend, I think it's kind of hit me a little bit that potentially the British could actually be really good fun. Yeah, and that's not me being, like, arrogant at all. Like, even I was on the phone to Dan and I was just saying, like, I just don't think I have any chance at the British. Like, this was my mindset. My mindset was, I'm basically giving up a really fun qualifier to be, 5% better for a British that I'm not even going to get a fucking look at. Like, they're not even going to consider me for a placing. So that was genuinely my mindset, like, 2 days ago. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I respect Dan a lot, and he thinks that this is the best thing to do. And now I've thought about it, now I've spoken to lots of people, I do agree it is the best thing to do. It's not particularly fun currently, because it just means I'm not going to be on proper prep anymore, but in the same breath, it will be worth it long term. So very similar to when my show got cancelled last year. I definitely could have done one of the shows that did run in the back end of 2020, but I decided to do the off season for this year. So it's a similar situation in the fact that it's a bit of a shit decision to make short term, because I was really enjoying like being in prep and doing the show, and like the buzz you get from doing the show is just insane. I can't even tell you, but it does make sense long term. So that's the game plan. Like, things have completely changed now. So I'm in post show. I'm in post show, and admittedly I have got another show in 18 weeks time, but you know, it's not a case of staying this lean for 18 weeks. So I am now going to be pushing food back up again a little bit, and you know, losing my definition and basically going through the post-show process, which I obviously want to share on YouTube. Sorry, I feel like it's really important, and you know, I've shared my whole fucking prep with you guys, so I feel like I owe it to you to show you the post-show, and of course be completely honest about this part of bodybuilding and this part of prep, because I think a lot of people think it's just the prep and then you do the show and then you just go back to normal life, but actually post-show is super important, and I'm very, very aware of the fact that it's hard mentally, physically, like the food side of things. You've been like, this is why I think I felt quite sad yesterday, because I'd been working towards this thing for fucking months and months and months, and the anticipation and the build up and the hype around it, and obviously I did amazing. Like, I literally couldn't have done any better, which still to this moment blows my fucking mind. But you know, now that's all gone in a way. So I've now got a situation where, okay, don't get me wrong, we do have the British in October, but I don't have that really like short-term goal anymore, and I am aware of the fact that I'm gonna lose the veins in my arms, I'm gonna lose the tightness in my stomach for a little while. Not crazy, like we're not gonna get anywhere near what I was when I started the prep, because the prep was 20 weeks long, but you know, I'm now in a position, I'm in that phase that I've been shitting my pants about for 4 years. So I'm excited for the challenge, to be honest with you. I feel like I just want to do myself proud and stick to it basically. I am aware of the fact that it's going to be difficult to stick to the food, because you know, it's post show and you've been so restricted for so long, and go on, just have this or have that. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm going to, you know, share my whole journey, and that's basically what the next part of this YouTube series is going to be. I feel like I'm going to call it Road to British instead of Road to 2021, and I'll be basically sharing my prep for the next 17 weeks in the lead up to the PCA British finals, which is crazy. So yeah, we're doing a little bit of a diet break now. I'm going to update you guys like properly in a vlog style video this week. I just wanted to get this up like ASAP in terms of post show. But yeah, we're doing like a little bit of a diet break now. I've got a new meal plan from Dan. It has some really enjoyable foods on it, and I feel like my next video will definitely be a full day of eating. I feel so much better already. I feel like my energy is so much higher already, but I'm gonna save my thoughts and feelings and be able to chat to you guys a little bit more in this week's vlog. But I just wanted to get this video uploaded now so that you guys could basically just find out what was going on. So I know it's a short video, I know it's not a normal vlog style video, but again, I just want to say thank you so much for all of the comments, all of the support, all of the love, all of the likes, all of the mentions over this weekend. It has been fucking overwhelming, the amount of messages and support that I have received from my show, and I honestly am on cloud 9. I never ever thought that I would win the overalls. Like, that was just not even a consideration for me. So I still do have to pinch myself when I remember that happened. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm going to wrap up this really short video here, but just wanted to update you guys, mainly so I can talk about it on my Instagram as well. Like, I feel like I was just like, oh, I want to save it for YouTube because I feel like it's a sit down talky video, and then I was like, but I need to do a vlog and then I'll talk about it in the vlog. So I thought, fuck it, we'll just upload a sit down chatty video and kind of introduce, I suppose, the new part of this series, which, let me know in the comments. In fact, if anyone can come up with a better name than Road to the British, hashtag Road to the British, then I'll use that. So put it in the comments if you have a better option than that. But yeah, like, I'm super excited to share the rest of this journey with you. Like, obviously I've never really said what my long-term plans will be with competing, because I always said, look, let me get on stage first, let me see how I find it, let me get some feedback. But yeah, I think I can safely say that it was incredible and I really did enjoy it. So I'm not gonna say what my future plans are with competing, but the feedback was obviously really positive, like really positive, and I just had the best day. So yeah, next part of this series will be the Road to the British, and I'm excited for you guys to follow along.